Hi, it's Joanna from Wolf and Clay. So today I am demonstrating how I make a honey pot vessel on the wheel. So we're focusing on this part obviously, and in the same way how to make a honey pot mug. Also we're focusing on the vessel itself, not on the drips today. I'll show that in a different video. Okay, so let's get started. Let's start with the centering of the piece. Okay, so now that it's centered, I'm going to open it up. And I'm going to compress the wool. Now I'm pulling the wool. Just up the height of the vessel that I want it to be. And then I'm going to use this magic rib. I had to turn the camera around to show it better. So now what I'm doing is I'm using that rib to push basically into, but I'm not pushing the rib into the clay, I'm actually pushing the clay into the rib. So first I'm going to clean it up here a bit because it has a bend, so I'm trying to already create that bend a little bit so it's easier for me to actually push the rib into it, or the clay into the rib. So I'm choosing the bigger pattern here just because that's what I'm choosing today. So now I'm going to slow down the wheel quite slow, make sure it's really, the inside wall is really wet so I can hopefully do it in one stroke. If not, just release and go back into it. But basically just making sure it's nice and wet everywhere. So now, can you see it? Yeah. So I'm pushing the rib gently against the bottom part, and now I'm coming from the inside and push the clay into the rib. So the rib just stays put in its place and the clay will be pushed from the inside onto the rib. I can go back into it, downwards, just making sure I got every groove deep enough. Awesome. Awesome. And then that's basically the most difficult part done. Now what I'm doing is, because this one is going to be the pot version, so I'm just going to gently collapse the top row, because this is going to be the part where the lid is going to sit on. So I'm going to make it collapse, so gently pushing it downwards while at the same time supporting it from the inside with my finger to make sure I know what I'm doing and I feel what I'm doing. So if this little part here, it's a bit doesn't fit into the whole thing, so I'm just going to cut it out, remove it. Now a few last steps, removing all the water from the inside of the pot and then smoothing it all out. Awesome. Now again, the top row is going to be the one that I'm collapsing inwards. That is going to be where the lid is going to sit onto it. I'm just gently collapsing that inwards, just by pushing it into it, and then from the inside I'm supporting it with my inside finger, so it's basically just like a rolling motion. Clean that up a little bit, sure no puddle is left, and then that's ready to be wired off and to dry.